This is City.
Right here on Breakfast Television. Thanks for joining us on this January 2nd. It's 2015. I know me and Joanne, we still write 1999 on our checks, but we really need to get that up to date. It is 2015, and coming up in 20 minutes' time, we're going to talk about the future, because it's 2015.
The future is now.
Look at this in my hands right here. This over here is a 3D printed iPhone case.
So this came out of a 3D printer. It boggles my mind.
Came out of a machine, and in 20 minutes, we're going to have a look at the machine that created this. A 3D printer. It's the future, finally, and it's pretty cool.
Can I just say, we have it in the studio. You're going to be interviewing somebody about this, and it looks like an easy bake oven, but it's not. It is much more than an easy bake oven.
3D parts.
It does. All right.
If you're just joining us, you may know it's the future. It's 2015, and as part of our look at the future, we've got a 3D printer in the house, the POIEO3D printer. Look at this stuff.
Look at all these things.
It's coming up after the break. All this stuff you can make with a printer. On BT. 7:53 right here on Breakfast Television, and it is the new year. Happy New Year, by the way, Tom.
Happy New Year to you.
Because it's the new year, we want to show you something that represents the future and what's coming up. We're talking about 3D printing. If you haven't heard of it, this device here that kind of looks like an easy bake oven, we're making some stuff that is a little bit cooler than that. Tom Zelenka from POIEO3D Printer is here. And Tom, for folks at home who've not heard of 3D printing, why don't you just tell us, what is 3D printing?
Well, in a nutshell, thank you for having us, first of all. In a nutshell, basically 3D printing allows you to make physical objects that you wouldn't otherwise be able to make right in your home, things like we see right here. So we basically take a file, a 3D file, and it builds it up layer by layer into a physical object that you can pick up and hold.
And we're seeing that happen right now. You can see the printer is actually taking some filament. This is like plastic, right? It's a plastic filament?
It is, yes.
Biodegradable?
Biodegradable. And
I think one of the aims of your printer here, this POIEO3D, you want this to be family friendly. Why the focus on making a product that's family friendly?
Well, you know what, one thing when we started out is, first of all, looking for a printer that you can use at home in the family, because 3D printing is something that we think is a transformational technology, and we wanted our kids and everybody's kids to be able to benefit from having this kind of technology at home.
This printer over here, the POIEO3D, it's around, what, $650? How much does it cost to buy this?
$649 right now.
$649. Yep. And, okay, that may sound like a lot, but to print these things you have on the table here, what is the cost to print these things? I mean,
you know, in material, all of these probably cost $1 or $2, maybe $3 at most in material. So it's not that expensive to be able to print.
And for a family, I guess, you know, one of the things that kids would be printing at home, a lot of times.
Make your own toys, yeah.
Make your own toys. Absolutely. And also, I mean, this looks like it'd be great for educational stuff or projects, stuff like that.
Exactly. It's educational. I mean, you can make things like this, gears together. Kids can learn. They can actually build their own things using 3D CAD software. So they're learning principles of engineering right in their home.
And I think one of the neat things about 3D printing that a lot of people don't know is that there are all these files online that you can download for free.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have to design everything you make out of a 3D printer. A lot of this stuff is available for free on the internet, the designs.
Actually, probably all of these ones here, except for the little cup that are kids made, they're all available for free online.
And even including iPhone cases. Pretty cool. Look at that, a 3D iPhone case. So what are we making right now in this printer?
You know, we're making a little squid, almost the child of that big purple one over there.
Gotcha. We're making a small one?
Yeah, a little squid.
It's almost done. I think we're almost, look, it's almost...
it's just finishing off the top of his head.
And how long did it take to make that? We made this, we just started right before we came back from break. We started to make this guy.
Yeah, this was about 10 minutes.
Boom, it's done. And as soon as it's done, that printer is going away, we can now use this item. Does it need a cool down period or anything like that?
No, we can use it. We can take it out. And one thing that we have,
amazing,
a little tray that comes out.
Look at that.
And then you have your item,
Little octopus right there. Okay, cool.
He's a little bit on
press it off there?
Yeah, he's got
well, that's really cool. And so the filament itself, this plastic thread that you see here, that's not expensive at all. If this stuff over here costs $1 or $2.
Yeah, this would be a few pennies basically, for something like that.
Here we go. Look at that. That was done in minutes using this 3D printer, little octopus. And I've got, I'll hold this guy up. Here's the big guy. You want to see the big guy too?
Yeah,
That was printed.
there's the big guy. Yeah.
Pretty amazing. And inside, it would be hollow inside here, right? So it's not using
Yeah.
extra material?
Yeah, you know, you can set
Very
the settings to make things hollow or make them solid. So if you wanted something like this, which is,
Yeah.
it actually works.
And you could do a tool. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, look at that. The
That's a
tool-
wrench, a working wrench that you made
Yeah.
out of this printer.
Yeah, in one shot, just printed it out.
Tom,
Very neat.
I think you've made the case. The future is finally here. The future is finally here. 3D printer, the POIEO3D printer. Tom, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And if you want to check it out, go to their website, POIEO3D printer. Pretty amazing.